welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and today we're gonna be doing the Lantern Rite event, which I'm assuming will have a really big story to it, and I'm really looking forward to it because over the past few years, Lantern Rite has always been one of my favorite events because there's so much to do, and obviously you get a bunch of rewards, which, you know, it's like an added bonus. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and believe it's going to be Year of the Rabbit, so I'm guessing there's going to be rabbit related stuff. I'm not sure, but I mean, I can imagine that's probably why they released Yao Yao, because she throws out like a rabbit creature thing that throws out radishes. But yeah, let's get into it.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
Yeah, I agree. Xiangling gonna cook us a good meal. Oh, Zhongli.
Huh? Xiangling? What a pleasant surprise meeting you here.
I mean, it's Lantern, right? Zhongli is literally the Archon of Lyra, so...
Oh, why the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. I had planned to take a walk to Qingse village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Alright, let's go.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead?
I mean, it's called nascent. I mean, well, it sounds fancier, I guess.
Wait, Paimon knows, because Xiangling prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
I bet she's completely wrong.
An astute observation.
Oh,
Piper.
never mind.
You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost
Yes,
promised.
Lantern Rite.
Besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list.
Oh yeah, Hu Tao.
May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days
I
ahead?
forgot he works for Hu Tao. The Geo Archon works for Hu Tao. Oh, that's still hilarious.
We were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
Okay, I like your method of bribing because if I was actually there too, I would be drooling too.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I mean, he knows you, Paimon.
You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful
Alright, Zhongli.
shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Ready to go when you are.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
It shouldn't take too long. Just watch. Like, Osayo's wife is gonna come back and we're gonna have to fight her to get the bamboo shoots.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
Wait, you're not gonna come along?
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
Oh my god, Paimon said bamboozle. Alright.
Bamboo shoot.
What?
Bamboo shoot.
This, I literally just got here via teleporter. And the boar attacked me.
This one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one.
Okay, let's grab all these and cook us a fine meal.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that?
What? Hey, it's Yo-Yo! Hello!
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Who? Oh. Oh, you're from Fontaine. You have to be from Fontaine.
I think I'm okay now.
The hat?
Thank you
The outfit?
so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl?
It's Chi-Chi's best friend.
Greetings, everyone. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Oh my god, she's cute. Okay.
She's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine.
I knew it. Yeah, you gotta be from Fontaine. I mean, Fontaine's the next region coming out, and it's the Lantern Rite. Visitors from all over.
I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery, and before long, I was completely lost.
And then you were drowning? Man, people should be careful of beautiful sceneries.
Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
How did she even pull you out? She's like a little kid compared to you. What?
The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air.
Oh god, it's not like the source of all life turning him into a titan, is it?
They say it was
Oof.
the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning.
Damn, okay.
When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura.
Oh, damn, okay, alright.
Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My
Not meant to
ancestor
be.
tried run after her to
Excuse
give
me.
thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind.
It's not meant to be, you know? There are plenty of other fish in the
In
sea.
the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home.
Are you trying to find this woman?
Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become
Okay.
something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Damn, if this was real life, that would be great.
Wow.
It's hard. It's a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend to others, but for me, it's a real part of my family history. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants.
Wait, so you decided to accidentally slip and fall?
So I prayed for the animal archon's guidance in the monster.
Yep, Venti.
And as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I followed their advice and made my way here.
Venti playing tricks on this poor Fontaine guy. That settles it then. It was Lyra.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu?
Yes, I would love to see Ganyu. I mean, yo, like, Fontaine dude, touch Ganyu's horns and your life would change forever. Wait, it's nighttime? Okay.
The harbor looks very different from when I came last.
You came here before?
It's almost as if
Huh.
I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
For once, I actually agree with Paimon. Like, with the floating lanterns and all the decorations, Lyra actually looks beautiful. Xian!
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Howdy, partner!
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right?
Okay, well,
I've known them all for quite a while.
so you already know each other.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I remember this. This was mentioned during the Golden Apple Archipelago.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
Oh wait, do we get to play music instruments like the Guitar Hero style game? Because I would love to do that again.
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, okay, well.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Kuching and
Kuching!
Miss Guang can make anything happen.
You mean... what? Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask.
Play the rumbling, because this guy keeps slipping and fall.
Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this.
Oh, it's Master!
Master?
Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Sure, go ahead. Oh, it's Madam Ping.
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master. I've missed you.
That's cute.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to Lantern Rite.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my
Oh
youth.
yeah, you don't say.
Nevertheless,
Very different.
things in life can be appreciated.
Sometimes I actually prefer the older music.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Yeah, you're about to give your master diabetes.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Can you? Okay.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Oh dear gosh.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Qingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for
Well, you said there's sweet flowers, but all I see is 2 radishes and your rabbit.
I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Oh, yeah, like in the trailer.
This is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, you're running your mouth again. Don't listen to Paimon.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Nope.
Ah, Paimon will do the
Oh my
honors.
gosh, okay.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Yep, of course.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
Alright, what she's saying does kind of make sense.
For we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities.
Actually, that's great honor to do as like the final act.
Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on a high note.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
Wait, what about us? Okay.
Here's what I've drafted so far.
Already?
Anything else you want to add?
What? Okay.
This is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy.
Okay. Stay put and wait for 2 hours. Ooh. Time.
2 hours later.
Kaching as well, okay.
Greetings, traveler, Paimon.
Wait,
Mr.
you're not
Dvorak.
wearing this, your skin.
Conversation.
Okay, well.
Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's
Alright.
awesome!
Unbelievably efficient. Kaching strikes again.
Please, the Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step.
I didn't dare to get my hopes up.
Expect disappointment and you won't get disappointed.
For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about that fairy lady?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Okay. Alright, dude.
Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot.
Imagine it's like one of the Adepti, but in human form. We never saw them in human form, but it might be one of them. Is there only one female one? Because,
Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy
never
are
mind.
needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance,
yes!
I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible. I hope
To
it
tell you
is.
the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin?
His mind is blown right now.
Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Oh my god, he this guy.
They're real.
This guy.
Tracking them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yep.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
Oh,
I see.
Cloud
I
Retainer.
think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
Wait, I thought we were going with Ganyu. Wait, what?
Lady Yuhang,
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
Oh, Kachin has to leave now, right?
I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang.
Strange melody, okay.
But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention.
The strange melody is probably related to what this guy is searching for, though.
Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, she will handle it.
Oh my god.
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
We haven't seen Ningguang yet. Hope we get to see her.
Say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Oh, it's Yalon. We were just you a minute ago.
Yeon? How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Hey, we're Yalon again.
The doors and windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
Don't tell me it's like haunted or something.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
No idea.
You didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well... Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It's difficult to theorize with... Oh my god, I can't talk. It's difficult to theorize with so little evidence. It must have something to do with the melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available after all. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time
Ooh,
ago,
okay.
there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately.
Damn, that's messed up.
The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger.
Yeah, but we need to catch the person doing this though.
The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today.
Huh?
Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're
Yeah,
not
hell
gonna get
yeah.
away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
Yep.
Look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Let's go.
Huh. Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
All right.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent!
Would it really be them though?
Not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Rite, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
Yes, let's go. Beat them up.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, we can't even fight you.
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
I mean, what powers do you have? Oh, are we about to throw down? All right.
Persis, seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Yeah, that's right. Sit down, boy,
Mercy!
and bark.
Mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
Yes, kill him.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
Damn, I like her. I love her, actually.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow,
Boo.
really
Wait, actually, no, that's a good thing. You shouldn't break into anyone's house. Why am I booing?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy, I couldn't resist.
Oh boy, alright.
Completely wrong of me, I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yep.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me.
Hey, I mean, I'd take a walk with Yelan any day.
Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest
Oh.
anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too.
Yes, whisper in my ear, Yalan. I like it like
See you when I
that.
see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yalan's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved.
So, Byron, got any primos for me?
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Oh, I want to see Ningguang. Oh. Yes! Wait, where's your skin?
Thanks to both of you. Long time no see.
Oh, yeah, long time
So
indeed.
formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
Is there like another water dragon we have to fight this year?
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
That's the sad part. No one likes work.
Whoa.
Well, other than Ganyu, I guess.
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yes, I think. Probably.
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Oh, it has to be the Cloud Retainer.
Sea Gazer. I believe.
Okay,
you're
well,
familiar with the name.
somewhat.
Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
I remember. Yeah.
On this marvelous Lantern Rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure.
Yes.
I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. Anything for you, boo. Oh. Oh, wait, this is dumb?
3 days later.
No, Ganyu, don't fall asleep. It's Lantern Rite.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. What time is it?
I mean, just it's like 10, maybe?
Off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
She didn't sleep last night.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus.
However,
But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from.
please tell me it was Cloud Retainer. That's all I want. If it's Cloud Retainer, we good.
Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story's all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot?
Wait, but it originated here though, right?
Also,
Lira?
I'm really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they imagined her having wings.
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, If you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh?
Pull them out.
Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while.
Wait, why hide? Is it because of your
Once I'm
horns?
sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
So cute.
I'm just not very good at explaining things. And
Oh, okay.
I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw
Oh my
fit to
God.
arrest this egregious disruption to have a graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
You know, that's not actually that bad. I mean, the voice impression was kind of bad, but like, in terms of what an Adeptus would say, that sounds very fitting.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon.
Oh,
As far as I'm aware,
please.
Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just
It has to be Cloud Retainer. Please.
If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can,
Listen to your baby stories, right? That's what Cloud Retainer wanted to tell us once.
Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic.
I kind of want to hear it though, Paimon.
Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
I think Ganyu just wants to get this over with as fast as possible.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it.
Alright, Paimon.
Cloud Retainer is not here.
Maybe she's gone chilling with the other Adepti or something.
Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel.
Oh, never
So in the
mind.
past,
She
always
doesn't like to
other
travel.
Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she have run into trouble? Oh my god.
Paimon doubts that anything could cause serious trouble for her.
Is it gonna be like the water dragon thing again?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Okay.
Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Oh god, what is it?
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Are you suggesting that I drown and then the Cloud Retainer would come?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to protect
Oh my
the
god.
water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
If you're so sure, why don't you try? I like Lumine's face here.
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
I just think it's a bad idea. I guess I can give it a try.
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center!
Wait, we're actually doing this? We're not gonna go with Ganyu's idea, but Paimon? We're gonna... Oh my god, why are we following Paimon's idea?
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
Oh my god. This is so dumb.
What is going on?
It's No, Paimon! Your plan sucks! We got Shell! Oh, we got Shiva too!
How do you
It can't be these. Oh no.
Shenhe and the Conqueror.
This is so awkward. How are we supposed to explain this situation at all?
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it.
You're gonna explain this.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault.
It's always your fault.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Sorry for troubling you both.
Glad you're okay.
Is he just gonna teleport away? You're leaving already?
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
She just dipped.
As ever, the conflict of demons comes and goes.
She just dipped. Alright, well.
I didn't dare to say a word just now. I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year.
Wait, that means you can lead us to Cloud Retainer.
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last? Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn.
Speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
Okay, well,
It's, a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Watch her miss us again 5 times.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music. And based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Is it gonna be just like the sounds of birds chirping or something? Because that's not really helpful. Alright, please be the actual music and not birds.
I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Paimon doesn't hear anything, does she? My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all. Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong.
I knew it. Oh my god, actually.
These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Paimon, your explanation, okay. It was actually birds chirping. Alright. Alright.
Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault.
Again.
What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
And a melody is?
Go on, Paimon. Sing us a nursery rhyme.
Hey! Don't you patronize Paimon! Let's get one thing straight. Paimon knows plenty of nursery rhymes, but Paimon does not sing on demand. Without payment.
Without payment? Okay.
Why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Fingers crossed this won't attract any whopper flowers. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god, we actually got to hear the traveler's voice.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Yes.
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
And you hummed that melody just now. Feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day.
Damn, alright. Yeah, Lumine's good at singing, I guess.
Huh. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep.
You're right, that was deep.
Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like A time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside.
The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
Damn, that's actually kind of deep.
Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Paimon, you messed up again.
Master, our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Oh my god, she literally just told you not to call her that.
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity.
It's you. Just say it's you,
Well,
please.
shall one lead the way?
Yes, please, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenhe.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Is this Guili Plains?
I think so. That's what it says on the map.
Bring us here!
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I definitely heard it from somewhere. Wait, the Guizhong ballistas, right? We used in the story.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Seagazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations.
Nice.
As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Seagazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Okay, now she's she's having a temper tantrum now. Okay.
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
Music.
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me?
Wow, okay.
Sometimes she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter
Oh,
what
she
nonsense
had.
said, one never felt bothered or offended.
Does that mean she's past?
It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or ladybird.
Come on, get over yourself!
But Paimon, you were the one who was being rude!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him,
Goba?
we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
A square cup. That is kind of weird, because do you drink from the sides or the corners? Because if you drink from the sides, like, your mouth has to be really big to, like, make sure the water doesn't flow, like, from the side of your mouth. But it's like, if you drink from the corners, wouldn't the corners just stab you on your tongue? Or, like... You know, I should ask my friends about this. That does sound annoying, I guess.
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder.
I hope Zhongli shows up at some point.
Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Man, that's the life that everyone wants. You know, no work, just drink and eat to your heart's content.
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story?
I mean, yeah, but the Cloud Returner says she had, right? Which probably means she's passed.
Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she,
Yeah.
already,
Yep.
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning.
Okay.
No
Alright.
matter.
Hi,
I'll
Mom.
share the whole story with you now.
Ooh, cutscene?
In times gone by,
Oh.
one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vopus mechanism was superior.
Oh, there she is. Cloud Retainer. Oh, that's a human form?
Acknowledge it. In one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetwood Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetwood Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul.
Madam Ping, oh my god.
Never hoped to be replicated by machinery.
Holy!
Argued endlessly until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world.
What?
But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device.
Yeah. Wow.
Many Lantern Rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything.
Oh, 3-star spear.
We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been.
Oh my god, that was amazing. Holy.
Has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
So I guess Gui Zheng will never be a playable character then? And Madam Ping, my god. Damn.
You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition.
Oh my gosh.
That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Oh, do we get the bell? I don't know.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madam Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot.
Alright, we got the jealousy bird here.
That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision.
Oh.
After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it.
Damn, that's really sad.
Clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition?
Man, this is a Lantern Rite. Why you gotta make things so sad?
Music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
Oh, so Madam Ping. Oh gosh, that got. Oh, okay.
If she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it.
It probably reminded her of Guizhong so much.
In response, she said, though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?
Yeah. So I was kind of right.
Poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time.
Man, if we had Sands of Time, we could at least rewind and save her, but...
As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetwood Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
I don't know if it's a good idea to bring it up
Do you mean
after hearing that.
Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own?
Oh dear God. She's about to throw down.
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one.
Oh yeah, she's quite old, contrary to how she looks right now.
But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained.
Gosh, you're the wise one, Ganyu. Holy, that was deep.
Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu is right.
Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
Oh, are they all gonna be in their human form? That would be awesome.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Hopefully.
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Wait, what? Why are you back?
Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Oh my God, Cloud Alright, that was pretty funny. Hey, it's Cloud Retainer and Madam Ping.
And Cloud Retainer?
Oh, you stayed as a bird. I want to see your human form.
After all, one arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird.
Oh my God. Stop calling her that!
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Hey, yeah, she's at a hotel.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Oh God, come on, don't.
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. A long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Oh, are you talking about Guizhong?
Who's she?
Oh, come on,
We
Paimon.
like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Yeah, we know.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change.
How so?
She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake.
Okay.
The smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Madame Ping looks very emotional right now.
Yeah, well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
We've been dying to ask, what was the melody that you played back then? Also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I hope it happens, but I doubt she'll want to.
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh. As much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did.
Yeah.
And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
Damn, that's sad.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Lantern Rite stage to the youth of today.
Damn it. I knew it was gonna happen, but I was still holding on to hope.
Granny!
Yanfei!
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
That's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now.
That was a bit weird.
I will leave Mr.
What?
Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
I think she might have just ran off so Cloud Retainer doesn't start talking about her stories about her as a baby or something, maybe?
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while. Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day.
No, that was a great story. Although it made you very sad, and it also made me sad
For
too.
that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wait, Kachin and him are still here? How? We were gone for ages.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuchin's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Yep.
Are you serious?
Yes, we are. My dude.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I
Yeah.
have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
I mean, everyone grows old. Don't be judgmental.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally,
Okay, never mind.
don't age at all.
Never mind.
But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
Yes. I must thank her in person.
Go right ahead, my dude.
That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best with the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Yep.
Wait, are you serious? Huh.
No,
Oh, now I'm starting to get
it's
nervous.
okay, dude. You got this.
Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse
Oh my
me.
god. Hey, you know, more practice means is better, right? Happy Lantern Rite, Kaching.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoot!
Oh yeah, bamboozle soup.
Zhangli said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked him by himself.
And do you think we can ask him about the Guizhong story? I don't know if that's gonna make him sad.
Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
We're gonna get to see Hu Tao? Oh yeah, we got Hu Tao, Xingyan, and Yunjin. Wait, is she rapping? Wait, what? Hu Tao? Wait, no, don't let me disturb you. Keep going. Wait, hold up.
All right, let's take a break here.
Wait, please tell me she's gonna do that rap in the performance.
Here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director.
Yes.
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Wow.
After everything we've been through, You don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow.
Oof.
We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible. Okay.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Yep.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Oh my god, why is this it's just a normal conversation, but it feels so epic for some reason. Have you seen John Lee, director? It's so weird calling her Director Who because I've been calling her Hu Tao for so long.
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
Oh.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to
John Lee? Alright.
To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Rehearsing in front of a funeral parlor? Yeah, me neither.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon. I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right
Hu Tao, okay. Hu Tao, Hu Lao. Okay, Hu Lao.
When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses.
I mean, you're his boss. You can tell him to do whatever you want.
It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
For a funeral?
Paimon sees them. It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird.
Okay, stop it with this, Paimon. Just call them by their names.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Okay, his voice is so cool. Holy sh...
Everything's great. But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli, here you are. We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Is it too late?
Impeccable timing.
Oh, okay.
Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism, is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind.
Big words are too much for Paimon.
She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey.
Oh, don't tell me John Lee planned this all along.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli, Hu Tao told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses.
I love how Paimon was able to remember that when she forgets almost everything.
When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Who my best wishes for the
Oh,
performance.
so he's not gonna be there. No!
As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
I still find it hilarious that he's like a god, but he has to listen to Hu Tao. Oh my god.
Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Oh, cutscene!
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hu Tao, and this is a little something called...
The Blaze Lilies!
Oh my god, please. Is she gonna do the rap? That
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire.
Oh my god.
I'll spit my rhymes, watch you set, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
I kinda wish I was longer, but that was
Do you have
great.
any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Hey, Chi-Chi! And Denjo dude. And the shout is destroying stuff. Fireworks? And shell lanterns. Holy jeez, these transitions are so good. Yao Yao.
Master, listen!
Oh my god, the transitions. Okay.
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Shao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Shao Lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. You must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
This music is actually so good though. Madam Ping?
Listen, that must be Madam Ping!
Oh my god, I actually have goosebumps. Okay, that cussing was amazing. Wait, that's it? No! Give me more! Oh, wait. Did we actually get more?
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
Wait, Zhongli giving cooking?
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
Wait, this is the first time Xingqiu met Zhongli? I never even thought about that.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us.
Oh, is your auntie gonna join us?
If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people.
Oh, I wanted to hear what he was about to say. Alright, well...
All we knew was that Hu invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends.
Why does Xingqiu look so angry?
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Happy Lantern Rite!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun?
I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Yep.
That's great.
They asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a
Xingqiu's expression.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
You... Xingqiu... Oh my god.
Come up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try! See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking.
What's that round dome thing in the plate? Is that like some sort of pudding?
Ta-da! We're here!
There's only you though.
We're not late to the party, right?
Oh no. It's gonna... Oh no, it's the invisible guest.
Good thing the conqueror of demons and I are...
Oh, okay, thank God.
And whoosh, we made it just in time.
She went to... She invited Xiao? Like, so casually?
I see. So the important guest is the conqueror of demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's life, Adeptus Alatus.
Why do I feel so awkward?
Being here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Xiao's like, nah, don't give me that.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
Yeah, this is weird.
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasant.
What was with that scene?
Take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal.
I just feel awkward because, like, okay.
I heard that the
Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
Yeah, we're old friends.
Great. You two sit together.
Huh?
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the hosts at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Wait, but there's already food on the table.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Yeah, there's also an empty seat.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to be your acquaintance.
Yes, this is great.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
We know each other too.
Wait, really?
You helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangling and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
This is great.
Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all.
What was that, Paimon?
Formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
Yeah.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
I feel like, wait, what? This is so weird.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then.
I feel like she knows Zhongli is Red Lapis.
Everyone has done
Or does she not really?
things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Okay, never mind.
Sounds kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did. Yeah, me too.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of Demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Oh my gosh.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
This is such a weird interaction.
Is there something you need?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
Wait, that's a thing? Okay.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. Despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncommon?
Yeah, I mean, he's a stove god.
Now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
Yep.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's good to hear. Give everything you don't eat to Paimon.
Wait, what?
Is that Venti?
Seeds of story.
No! What's Venti doing here? What?
And cultivated by time. Did Paima just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
It must be. It's Venti.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
Yeah, welcome in your fellow Archon.
No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No
What are you doing?
Or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah.
It's the
Tone deaf bard. Huh?
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
Hu Tao has met 2 Archons now. What?
Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority.
And yet he's standing next to Chong-Li. This is great.
These dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
What is going on? You met?
Oh, isn't this Genu?
Genu?
Oh no, he's gonna give Sichu's pen name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly.
Oh, was this during the Inazuma festival thing that they met? Oh.
You're being too humble.
I think I remember.
Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Okay, never mind. This is not... Yeah, this is great. This is great.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Okay, I love this interaction. He's my old pal too.
Yeah, Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes, yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
Bard?
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember?
Not an Archon, just a bard.
And bards go around singing whatever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was, I see.
I understand now too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
This is amazing. I love this.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise. Xiao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along, please.
Huh? Right. Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's pretty normal for him to not know anything. Yeah.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before.
Oh god, Venti, please.
The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
They're lying to everyone on the table right now, and it's hilarious.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
What?
Of course.
Hey, Shincho.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Are you lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Hu Tao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nickname.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the Tone Deaf Bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day.
Oh.
The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. He must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the ceremony?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Shall?
What's with the urgency?
Are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
I don't even know what's going on. This is great in general.
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
I understand, it's all Zhongli's fault. No, I think it's all Venti's fault.
No. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then.
Yep.
The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels... strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes.
Yeah.
The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here.
Huh.
But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now. But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him.
Okay.
The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
That's awesome.
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, surely.
I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hotao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanchao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't pull any Yeah, that, yeah.
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait. There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
The sweet ones.
Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order.
Oh, okay.
A few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you, Shanley and Golba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to. I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yan Xiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should.
If she adds slimes to it, I swear to God.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting. You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
Yep.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You are only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Oh.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
Oh.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope.
Oh.
This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here.
Where's Zhongli?
Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all.
Okay.
The incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhang.
Okay.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone...
Oh, Paimon's still ignoring us.
I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
What is going on? I don't...
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition, the only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant, a good old friend of mine. There's no picture.
Why is everyone being so dramatic?
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again? Please stop.
second son of the Fayum Commerce Guild.
Oh, we're back to sing
It's
chill.
one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness, which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps
Oh my
everyone's home
God.
safe from evil spirits.
We're just gonna go through everyone here.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
Oh.
Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today.
Wait,
We should...
I refuse.
Uh.
I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he going to say Zhongli?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Huh? Everyone's looking at Lumine.
Oh, that's right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people.
What?
No, wait. Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
You, of course. Take a look in the mirror.
Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah, the traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
Yes, you're right, Zhongli.
Paimon's not used to being praised like that. Those were genuine compliments.
Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is.
Oh my God.
And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Okay, alright, Hutao. No, we don't need a coffin.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Thanks for the treat, director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I will. Yes.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends.
Same.
But at least you always stay by Paimon's side. No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished
Oh
traveler,
God.
will always stay by your side, traveler.
I'm afraid there will be a lot to ask of you in the future too, most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you're aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight. But it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Oh, and he just dips. Yep. Well, alright guys, and that's the video, which I believe it's probably really long just because of how long the Lantern Rite story is. But I thoroughly enjoyed this Lantern Rite, and I hope you guys did too. I think this is like better than previous Lantern Rite in terms of the story, just because of how like hilarious some parts of it was. And obviously we got the hotel rap in there too. That was amazing. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Lantern Rite, and as the characters in the game already said, happy Lantern Rite, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please consider liking and subscribing, and hope you guys have a good day or evening wherever you are, and I will see you guys in the next video.